Hello guys, welcome back. I'm Julie and I am here to do my reaction video for season 2 episode 2 of House of the Dragon. This time the title of the episode is Rhaenyra the Cruel? Rhaenyra the Cruel? What is this? Who wrote this episode? Someone from the green team? What is it about cruel about her? She's a saint in my eyes. She's a saint, okay? But maybe it has to do with what happened with Aegon's and Helena's son, right? A son for a son, which technically was something Daemond did. Rhaenyra only said, I want Aegon Targaryen. She didn't say alive or dead. She did not mention his kids or anything like that. So why are we calling her the cruel? She's not cruel. She's the sweetest person ever, and like a lot of injustice is being done to her. I feel like she's becoming my Daenerys again, and then this is going to end bad for me, which is like not good. Ugh. But anyways, at least Sansa on the original. I was also a Sansa stan, by the way. I was also a Cersei stan. You know. But anyways. We're gonna move into this episode. You know what I have done differently from the first episode of season 2 going into this episode? I have blocked everyone on Twitter and every social media, app that are fan of the books. I have not had this experience on season 1, knowing that this is based on a book, right? Or a series of books, I don't know. Because people are getting like that, like this did not happen exactly as the book happened, and I find that this is not supposed to be play by play as in the book. But I also don't want to know what was in the book and what is different here on the series, because I feel like it's gonna ruin my liking for the show. I only want to consume House of the Dragon. This is my opinion. This is my choice, as it is on TV. I don't want to hear anything about the books until like I'm over the show and maybe I read the books and I see the differences, but right now, or until I decide to actually read them for myself, I don't want to hear anyone saying, oh, in the book happened this and then on the show happened, and that goes for everything, because I also try to watch like Easter eggs and things like that from the first episode, and what I encountered was like, oh, the differences between the book and the show, and I'm like, oh, come on. What about the people like me who have not read the books and are going in with just, fresh eyes, and this is our first introduction to House of the Dragon on this specific story. I don't know. I don't think I want to know anything about the books, So I'm going in blind. I don't want to know anything, just so it's a more organic. I'm pretty sure that you will also find on YouTube a lot of YouTubers who have read the books and can make that comparison for you, But as someone who has not done that, sadly, you're not gonna get that from me. So, anyways, we're gonna watch this episode. Let's see what it has in store for us. I hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys like it. And I hope you guys continue supporting for more. So, thumbs up, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, uncut reaction. Always post our first on Patreon, as always. So, yeah, for now, I think that's about it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And let's just begin with season 2, episode 2 of House of the Dragon. Here we go. Oh. I can't believe it. Did they already fled? What was Helena able to say? Oh, where were you?
I'll kill them all!
Your dad has spent his entire life building this. But okay, he needs to let out the rage.
This is war! I declare war!
Ugh. This is all because of you. Oh, God. What do you mean?
The gods punish us. They punish me.
For you sleeping with Criston? With
Daughter,
Criston?
listen to me.
Where were you?
Oh yeah! Where were you?
With my king's guard.
I was abed, your grace, having ordered the night's watch.
Is there any question who did this? Who would do this save the bitch queen of bastards? The
Fuck
smug
you.
cunt of Dragonstone. Laughing at me. She's fucking laughing at me!
A funeral progress. Let them see the child.
Oh
Pretend to
my
the throne.
God. You're gonna parade the child?
Last night when you came to my room.
This is for my boy.
She honestly doesn't want to talk about you and your affairs. Oh, they did capture him.
I was hired by Daemon Targaryen.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Shit. She doesn't like that. She's suffocating. Oh. She's panicking. My queen! This is gonna make it even harder for her to go. Oh my God. Exactly.
That I would inflict such a thing on Helena of all people.
Yeah, exactly. You're awfully quiet. This is smug ass.
Send assassins to murder children.
I was clear in my instructions. Aemond, the brother of Aegon the Usurper, cannot be responsible for a
Cannot be
mistake.
responsible.
Daemon. You did say a son for a son.
Or have you used me as a tool with which to grasp at your stolen inheritance?
Oh! You calm down! You calm down! You calm down, Daemon! Oh, okay. But don't be scaring me!
Eric brought you the crown. Place it upon your brow.
Yes, but before that, my bedchamber, and afterward, when I thought it meet to consider the terms our oath put before it.
How am I not on my way even now to Harrenhal to raise an army in your name, Rhaenyra? Yours! Did he merely use you as a tool to put me in my place because he was afraid of me, his own?
He was not afraid of you, Daemon. He could not trust you any more than I can trust you.
It was a mistake.
Pathetic.
Oh, shit. The way these two actors do their work is just fascinating. I'm gonna be rewatching that. Oh, lots of things were said.
Father.
Oh, Caraxes. It's Daemon's. Where the fuck is he going? Have they seen each other? Fuck. Oh, don't show me that!
One who seeks absolution.
There is none for what I've done.
Yeah, I hope you die. The fuck do you want? That's
Where
all
were
you
when
got?
Jaehaerys was murdered.
Where were you?
Where were you? Oh, Commander.
Yeah, ooh, exactly.
Surely once she ascended, she should have... brother!
Is a thief and a traitor to the crown.
So you're projecting, you bitch.
And now you must restore it.
Wait, what?
We'll go to Dragonstone and strike down Rhaenyra in our own halls. The way
My
she sought
God.
to do with Daemond.
How would I enter?
Your twin serves there at the pleasure of the so-called queen. They will mistake you for him if you play the part.
We are sworn to serve forthrightly. As you command.
My hate for him grows by the second. Oh my God, what is she doing?
You missed supper.
What the fuck is this? She ain't a Targaryen, right? He looks like Lord Voldemort. What the fuck?
The king.
Exactly.
Neither am I, but I manage. I have on occasion found that to be quite enjoyable.
He said he would marry you.
Oh,
He
yeah.
carried his child.
Not everyone found the jest funny.
At worst, you betray me in some foul way.
I have no interest in betraying you, Your Grace.
How did you get that scar?
Which scar? The which scar? The one on her neck? Oh. Oh.
Who are they?
Rat catchers.
Oh. Oh, the little dog. Oh, they're here. Oh, his faithful dog. Even if you kicked him. Oh.
The rat catchers!
I had them hanged. The maggot who took my...
Idiot!
Beware how you speak to your king, my lord.
And their wives and children gather now at our gates to weep and curse your name!
We must act. Sir Criston Cole has acted.
Oh, yeah, he has acted. Fucking your mom.
And what has Sir Criston Cole done?
You sent Sir Eric to slay Rhaenyra.
It's a suicide
His
mission.
own twin. Brilliant.
I was like, I should have put Rhaenyra here.
It's time the bitch queen paid a price.
Fuck you! You hypocrite!
And you
You are well to possess it. You're the hand. You're not the king. He's the king. He can do whatever the fuck he wants, even though he's wrong, but he can do that.
He made me king.
Yeah, do you believe that?
Is that what you think?
Woohoo! You're an usurper. He made you king.
Remove your badge, Sir Otto.
He's like, yeah, I should not have banned it for this one.
You are dismissed.
Right, he was already leaving, but okay, sure. How did that work out for you, Otto? Huh?
I do not know if I trust you.
Okay, Rhaenyra.
Sir Eric, Miss Arya will be leaving us. Let her collect her things.
Your freedom. She saw him. She saw him, and she just saw him up there. She knows that there are two of them. Oh my god, no, please tell me that he's not gonna, no, he's gonna tell them there's an intruder here. That's your brother. Twins intuition?
Sir Eric.
Believe me, I had no choice.
I don't understand.
Rhaenyra! Kindly go away! Which one is which?
Run and find Sir Lauren.
Rhaenyra, you run too! Bitch! Okay, now I don't know which one is which.
Which is Eric?
Who the fuck knows now?
You party knows! I still love you, brother.
Oh my god. Okay, so that's okay, we need to trap that one, cause okay, that's the one that wants to hurt us.
Your Grace.
I think.
Eric.
No!
Forgive me.
No.
Okay, which one was I don't know which one was.
Witness to the blundering of our plans, I'll return to Old Town.
And I hope you died there.
Have a son there. Daron may yet help us in weeks to come.
She has another son? In Old Town? She really is not the loving, caring type of mother, isn't she?
I have sinned.
I do not wish to hear of it.
He knows of it. Hug your child. She's so emotionally unavailable. And the whore waits. She wants some power. He's such a handsome man. Like, in reality, the actor is such a handsome man. But I get bored looking at him. Okay, guys, so that was the end of Season 2, Episode 2 of House of the Dragon. I think that... I think that with war coming, right? And we have an entire season long to go. And with the state of King Viserys dying, right, at the end of the previous season, and this season kicking off just probably minutes after, or like an hour after that event, things are moving, I don't know how to say, like, rather quickly, but at the same time, not as quick as it should, or it will demand this story in a way, I feel. Why? Because what Daemon did on the previous episode, it was something that I feel like, as a fan of the show, you're like, yay, go, son for son, and you're like, but understandably so, it was not a good move for Team Black, right? It was not a good move for us, because it puts I say Daenerys. I don't know why I'm confusing the names, man. It puts Rhaenyra in a very bad position, facing the public, right, and how she's viewed. And there are so many things happening, I feel. There that do serve as a kind of build up because you have to understand, we have seen a lot of build up with our main characters, right? And especially with our two lead ladies, right? Alicent and Rhaenyra. We have seen them even change actresses, right? Actors that go from when they're younger to when they're a little bit older, right? So the thing is that I believe that we must spend time to figure them out, the other players. Aegon, Daemond, Helena, Rhaenys, even Jace, Daemon's daughters, right? We need that because in this Game of Thrones, kings and queens, and they it's very complicated to remain on the throne, right? Especially when a war is coming, right? So I was surprised, of course, that Otto has this Machiavellic, like, he's so evil, right, and thinks of his own gain, that he will parade his own blood, onto the streets. Now, do he believes that he is his grandson, truly his grandson? I don't know, because Otto has proven time and time again that what he seeks is power, regardless of who he has to sell, right, for it, on who he has to trade for it. He did it with Alicent, and he was ready to do that with Aegon. But he thought he was going to be able to tame Aegon better. Now, I don't know, all these years that he allegedly was trying to get through Aegon, what he has actually been doing. I think that the fact that Viserys grew old, right? Not that old, I think, but, grew old, and he was very, very sick. The fact is that Alicent, and especially him, got to play king. So his attention was, elsewhere, while not making, sure that Aegon will follow him and will trust him and only him. He let it be, right? And Aemon and Aegon have formed a very close bond to Criston Cole, because he's the one who has trained them, and he's the one that, has, getting them like that. Oh yeah, they are the sons of like, they're bastards, and your sister is a whore, and things like that, that people have allowed him to say and do. And I don't know why they haven't removed his tongue for it yet. But the thing is that he had more time with the kids than Otto had, in my opinion. I don't know what transpired on the years from when when Rhaenyra died up until Aegon is crowned, right? I think it was 6 years, I think it was, or 10 years. No, 6 years, I think it was, right? Or 10, something like that. But during that time, I don't think he paid attention to Aegon, right? As a king, because he was going to put... And I think that the reason is because he thinks that it's very easy for him to kill the king, because apparently now Alicent has another child? I thought she had 3 kids. And there's 1 child in Old Town? Or something like that? I don't remember what name he said, but apparently there's a 4th child. Now, Alicent is for me, is a completely... It's such a rich character, let's be honest. And also wonderfully played by Olivia Cook, in my opinion. I love Rhaenyra, of course, as a character, right? And I love Emma Darcy as well, right? Thing is that with Alicent, I feel that there is a common a difference between both of them as women, as mothers, and as queens, right? The differences between them as women, right, Rhaenyra and Alicent, is the fact that one, Alicent, lived and breathed by the time she married Viserys just to breed children. She had no connection to the children, I feel, other than in public appearances and things like that. Other than that, for her, they are part of her duty. Right? She was not even, like, Aegon was sobbing. I'm not saying that Aegon is, oh, the poor child, he lost his, like, I feel bad for the little child. I feel bad for Helena. I do not feel bad for Aegon. He's a fucking rapist, okay? So, I don't feel bad for him. I feel bad for the kid that was lost, and I feel bad for the mother that lost her child in the way that she did. Also having to pick between the children, just like, it's just horrific what she had to go through. But the thing is that Alicent is incapable of connecting with these children, with her own children, but for her, like, she keeps saying the child is dead. The child is dead, right? In the same way Helena kind of said, the boy is dead, right? I don't know if this is because this is the way they spoke before. I don't know. But you will think the only one that called him his grandson or grandson, whatever, it was Otto. Alicent never mentioned that, right? And when she sees Aegon crying, in the eyes of everyone, us, we all can, not feel bad for Aegon because of what we know. Alicent knows it as well, but she's still a mother, right? And moms, we sometimes are very, condescending sometimes, and like you have to understand that at the time his crimes, he's the prince and everything, and she has been nothing but, I don't know how to say, like, she doesn't care, right, about their feelings or their safety or their sanity or anything like that. Because I don't believe that she holds that connection with them. And that's the difference, number one, that I feel between Rhaenyra and Alicent. As women, they have had to go through this life doing things differently, right? In one hand, Alicent committing to the crown, serving the king, giving him the heir that he needed or he wanted or he should have had, right? All of this. And then having Rhaenyra on the other end. They are, I feel like, two faces of the same coin at the end of the day. But Rhaenyra, on the other hand, being a little bit more like, since the expectations were not so much put on her in that regard, right? She had some options that Alicent never had, right? So they are, because of that, fundamentally different. Rhaenyra had all her children were made out of love. Yeah, granted, she should not have slept around with Sir Strong, whatever his name was. Harris, whatever his name was. They were made with love. You know what I mean? She had them because she wanted to have them. Right? And she loved them. And she is, unlike, and this comes to the second point of like mothers, how different they are as mothers. Because of that, Rhaenyra loves her children. And in the same way, in the same fashion, her father kind of like, always loved her and her mother as well. And, was more caring with her than with Alicent and her parents. But, she then repeats that with her children, making her a lot more connected to her children emotionally than Alicent does, right? Differences, not saying that one is better than the other necessarily, but you do understand how different they are, but how both of them play this role of mothers for the public, and they play it in different ways, right? And then I think I said a third point that I do not remember right now. But as women and now as, servers to the crown, Alicent no longer holds any type of power. And you must remember that Alicent, when she was younger, she used to hurt herself, right? When she was anxious, and she used to do that. She knows and she believes that she's committed a sin every time she's with Criston Cole, right? And yet, she continues doing it. You will say, because she's a hypocrite. In part, I think yes. But in the other sense, I feel like she is doing this to continue to inflict that pain upon herself. You will say, oh yeah, how convenient, she's fucking someone in order for her to feel pain. But like, it's a very self-destructive thing. If people will find out that she's sleeping with this guy, right? Like, you understand? Like, if they will find out that Criston Cole was fucking her while the child was getting murdered, Criston's head will be on a spike, trust me, right? And Alicent will have been sent to the dungeons or something like that. I don't know what Aegon will have done, to be honest. And Helena, the poor thing, is traumatized enough that she doesn't even want to talk to her mother about it, you know? But the thing is that, in my opinion, the reason why I don't know when this started. For me, before this episode, it was just as a, you know, you hate Rhaenyra, I hate Rhaenyra, and kind of like they found themselves in we both hate her, so let's just hate her together, right? But in the same sense of like, you know, one, you have to understand, one was rejected after one night of sleeping together. And when he was asking her, because it's always about his honor, right? Restoring his honor through other people, right? His honor, because he shouldn't take a wife, he shouldn't, you know, bear children, he shouldn't do any of these things, right? With anyone. Yet he does do this, right? And then he's like, in order for you to restore my self, my honor, let's, you know, give up the crown, let's go sell oranges. And like, in what world, you know? And now it was Aaron and Eric who had to pay for his mistakes, for his honor to be restored. You know, okay, now you go and try to kill her, so in that way I will feel like I did not, you know, just destroy my vows when I shouldn't be doing this. You know what I mean? But anyways, that's the hypocrisy of him, right? But the thing is that, in my opinion, that is what Alicent does. There's a reason why they showed us Daemond. Oh, that boy needs to eat a little bit more. It was so creepy. It was so creepy. It was so creepy. It was so creepy. I don't know if they meant... Because it remind me of Homelander every time he looks at milk, which disgusts me to know. Homelander from The Boys. He also has a lot of mommy issues as well. And Daemond having mommy issues, I'm like, not this again. And the milk, when I saw the milk being poured, I was like, oh no, we're going back to that. I hate it. I hate it. But like, you truly understand, like, there is a lack of love, and that's the reason why they outsource it, right? That's the reason why Daemond is like, you know, being baby in a brothel. You know what I mean? It was just the most weird scene ever, you know? And the fact is also that he cares or thinks that Daemond will be like scared of him. He didn't know the crab feeder, right? That's the one that we were scared of. But not Daemond and his one eye. Like, shut up. Like, the only reason why some might not go after you right now is because you have the biggest dragon right now. But you are not that important, sweetheart. But yeah, it was creepy as fuck. It was creepy as fuck. He looked like Lord Voldemort, right? In that scene where he's like, he looks like a child and a fetus at the same time. Oh god, the things that we have to see on this show. Anyway, so then there was a girl, a blonde one as well, and I was like, are there more Targaryens on the brothels? Imagine if that is one of maybe that's the one that Micella, I think it was her name, the White Worm said to Daemon all those years ago, I can bring you one with lighter hair so you can get it on. Maybe. Do you know that? I don't know that. Anyway, so thing is that not only that occur, I understand the structure of the episode, because like I said, we have spent a lot of time with Daemon, Rhaenyra, Alicent, and even Otto, and Viserys. Viserys is now gone, right? So one important player and part of the story is gone and lives through the children. And Aegon and all the others we don't truly know them. Aegon, until like a week or two ago, he was just a drunk rapist who did not want the crown and who didn't thought he earned his place there, right? Right? And now he finds himself in this position of power, and he is just, man in power, and it's very easy for you to like be a no one and out of nowhere become everything, So yeah. Helaena, on the other hand, I love her performance. The actor performance, this actress's performance this episode. I often, I see her and sometimes she reminds me a lot of my son when it comes to how to deal with emotions. He runs away. He doesn't like to be touched. Panics when there's too much people, of course. And feels everything. And her hand movement, her mannerisms, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there is like she lives in this spectrum that it doesn't necessarily needs to be put a name to it, but I do believe that she, given the time, now, things would have, okay, well, yeah, also, she's grieving and all of that. But her performance, I think, was top notch on this episode. And I fell for Helaena. I truly did. And the fact that she doesn't want to even to look at her mother. And then when she crossed paths with Aegon. You also have to understand that they are married because they wanted to keep the family pure. The Targaryens used to do that. Or are doing that, right? Because history is being written right now as well. But the thing is that Helaena and Aegon are siblings and grew up as siblings as well. And they share a child, but, when they cross paths, it feels like they don't know each other at all, because I don't feel like they know each other enough as siblings, and they don't know each other at all as husband and wife. This is just to keep things within the family, and that's it. And it pains me a lot to see it happen. On the other hand, we have Rhaenyra, who's being questioned, and let's just say it, as awful as this lie was, it made even her council shake at the thought that she did this. So it was so well planned. It was so awful, right, by Otto to do that. But at the same time that it was awful, not only that, it was also, powerful. Because it shook the entire realm. and it went past the walls of the Red Keep and Dragonstone, and it was said on the council as well. I think Rhaenyra knew. As a mother, I think she knew, or at least gave her the benefit of the doubt, that if she was going to say something, she will first give Rhaenyra the chance to say, I did this, I wanted revenge, this is how I do shit, you either follow me or not. You know? And that's what Rhaenys was like hoping. And also Rhaenys knew, because Daemon told her that he wanted to go to King's Landing to kill Aemond, and a son for a son, and then a child ends up dead. Of course she had her suspicions, but she was waiting for her queen to say, right, what is it that she's going to whether if she did it or not, because it was a question within her own council, right? And I do not like, by the way, that they will question their own queen. Now, they can advise her not to do that, or like be like, my queen, you shouldn't have done that, right? But at first, you will have given her at least the benefit of the doubt, you bitches, you know? Especially knowing who her husband is. But no, they all believe, and that's what makes this play by Otto, I feel like the strongest one that he has made, which was, you know, turning everyone's eyes onto Rhaenyra, you know, saying, did you actually do it? I think people, you know, because whoever will write the books at the end of the day of their story, it will be, you know, whoever is writing this is going to say it was Rhaenyra. Or whoever, you know, knows the actual truth will say it was Daemon. You know? But it's up to these storytellers. And sometimes that doesn't, books sometimes and stories like this, you know, you will not have, and especially at that time, the other side of the story, you know, and everyone was blaming Rhaenyra for it, and, you know, such an atrocious, awful crime committed to a child, you know, so you can see that, you know, people can fear her if she dares to do that. It has two impacts, I guess. It makes people fear her because she will murder children as revenge. But it will also put the other houses in kind of like, we're not going to stand with her if she will do this in our sleeps, you know? So it has weakened her a lot. And then, you know, she realizes that Daemon is, you know, played with her words in the sense of like, she said that she wanted Aemond. And so he said, oh, that she's actually giving him permission to go and fuck things up in King's Landing. And she went and did all of this. And because of it, you know, she questions Aemond. And questions Daemon. They have to change names and make them a little bit different, you know? Daemon. It's just confusing. Anyways, thing is that she asks, I feel that Daemon's loyalty does rely within his family, and Rhaenyra is his family. Pun totally intended, because they are actually related by blood, and also they are married. But the thing is that I feel like that he does feel superior. He has this superiority complex, right? That he does feel that because he's a man of battle, or just a man, that he knows how to respond, right? And he did this, mixing Rhaenyra's words and allowing himself to have that out to go to King's Landing and do this, you know, to commit this atrocious crime that our queen did not command to be done in her name, right? So she questions everything about Daemond, and Daemon aggressively answers it, right? He always believed that Viserys was weak, that he didn't do what needed to be done. But you also have to understand, right, that Viserys did keep the peace for as long as he reigned. You know, there were no blockades. The realm lived in peace while he was there, so it's not like he did like a terrible job. Now, in deciding who will succeed him, I think he did. I mean, he did make things very clear. You know, he went against the, you know, odds and named Rhaenyra the successor. But I don't think he secured her there, because she should have remained at King's Landing and attend all war councils and all the councils and all of that, and should have never let her out of his sight. Especially when he was, you know, basically dying. But I think that in this opportunity, Daemon does see Rhaenyra as, you know, I saw when they were talking, I was like, this is like Viserys and Daemon talking again. Because, like, Rhaenyra, when she was younger, she did seem a lot more, there was a lot more fire in her, you know, than before. Than now, I mean, because she was, you know, young and she was wild and she was like, you know, she's the heir and she fought, you know, to be there. But now she is filled with doubts, you know, understandably so because of everything that has transpired with her. But at the same time, you know, I feel like if she is going to try to take her throne, it's not going to be with words. I feel like she was like, you didn't even let me consider what Alicent's terms were. Because at the end of the day, it is Rhaenyra's choice whether she wants to step aside and just, you know, just rule or not rule and be in her castle and enjoy her children, and that's it. But she will be a fool, right? Because then the war of like always sitting in the throne will be there, right? But if she chose to do that, it was her decision to make, and now she doesn't have that anymore because of Daemon. So I understand that part, but if she truly wants to make sure that she and her children are safe, then she truly needs to make a stand. And if it's let's go to war, it's let's go to war. I mean, Aegon already has his mind set on war, so here we go, I guess, right? So, thing is that, in my opinion, this episode, though a bit slow and a bit, you know, not as fast-paced as we would like, it was very much needed, you know. And the worst of Rhaenys always, like, every time I look at Alicent, I'm like, she truly is just, you know, cracking a window in her own prison. That's how she has been for such a long time, and that's who she is, you know. And the fact that she's with Sir Criston, I don't know if it's love or if it's just because she consider it's a sin that she's punishing herself for it. So the more she engaged with him, the more she is to blame for. We have seen her like scrub herself very strong on the previous episode after she was with Criston, who believes himself to be a prize. I don't know. I fucking hate him. And now she was like in her bath, you know, drought. I don't know. I feel like she does this, you know, self-inflicting pain, you know, and I wish that hopefully it doesn't escalate. But I don't know. Anyways, the battle between the brothers. I don't know which one died first. When the other one said, "I'm sorry, Your Grace," I was like, because when one of them killed the other, and because I think that the one that got his leg slashed, I think that was our guy, right? So when that happened, right, and he gets his sword, and instead of going to Rhaenyra, he goes back to his brother. I think that's our guy. Because if not, then that one would have gone to Rhaenyra, right? And the other one would have stabbed him in the back. But no, he goes back and then the other one, you know, kills him. And I thought that was our guy. And I think that's our guy. But then the other one is like, "I'm sorry, Your Grace." And I'm like, if he was Team Green, why will he call Rhaenyra Your Grace? Right? Maybe that's a small detail or not important at all, but it made me confused. I don't know which one died first. But I think that the one that died first, I mean, I don't know who was who, but I think that Eric, our twin, was the one that died first. And then the other one that off himself was the one from King's Landing. But I hate, honestly, that, you know, the life of so many people that are, you know, not really involved in this, who are there just to serve, just as the rat catchers, right? Just as the every single person that lives in the realm that are not, that they do not hold any position, you know, there. They all are there and are dying, right? Because of a war of a family war, right? How unjust. These two brothers who you know, they swore. That's not how you say it. They swore loyalty to House Targaryen when in the split, they both split, and then they have to be killed in a battle within themselves when this is not their, you know, their fight to fight, I feel, you know. But they took sides. And look at what end, you know. It's sad. It really is. And then all the rat catchers getting killed and getting hanged. And honestly, saying that, you know, young people like to, like, you know, show his vlogs and whatever. Criston Cole, how, like, it's the same actor who has played him since the beginning of the series. Okay, so how fucking old is he? He's like 40 now, right? He's not fucking young. He's just a fucking bitch who keeps calling names to Rhaenyra after all this year. You fucking, oh my god. The way I hate him. Anyways, so a very good episode. I feel very important episode for us to know the players, right? But now we don't know where Daemon is. But I do know that his loyalty lies with Rhaenyra at the end of the day, I think. Right? I think so. I think his loyalty lies with her, regardless of this impasse. But is he seeking the throne because it once belonged to him? Or what? Because even if Viserys did not gave, you know, Rhaenyra the throne, you know, and do the entire ceremony and everything, still he did have a son after, right? So Daemon will have not. Well, did they had a ceremony for Daemon as well, or what? Because he was his heir up until, you know, he chose to change it for Rhaenyra. So is he seeking the throne for Rhaenyra or going, you know, I don't know. I think he is in a way. But my loyalty to Daemon ends when he starts to being a little bit bitchy to Rhaenyra and throwing things. I do not like that. I like you, Daemon, but I do not like you that much. I like you because of Rhaenyra. If Rhaenyra hated you, then I will hate you too. If she doesn't trust you, I don't trust you. That's the thing. Rhaenyra is my queen. Rhaenyra. Not Daemon. Rhaenyra. Okay? So, anyways. That's it. I'm not going to keep talking because I already talked for 2 hours. This is wonderful. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support. I hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys liked it, and hope you guys continue supporting for more. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. Uncut Reaction is always posted first on Patreon. In case you guys want to check that out, link on the description down below. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time for more reaction videos next week for House of the Dragon. That's it. I'll see you guys next time. Mwah! Bye, guys.